Having set up her observations at a particular dairy farm, McLennan set out to first ascertain which cattle were best mates. Several thousand observations were logged while the animals grazed, rested, and were fed. She was looking for which other cattle they spent most of their time with in close proximity to. The researcher found a clear pattern of preferential relationships, with over 50% spending time and sharing space with one specific mate. Interestingly, this preference wasn't based on biological family. Next, the researcher observed the psychological or behavioral effects of herd separation. They took 11 cattle who made up 6 pairings of preferred relationships. One cow was besties with 2 others. The cattle were isolated from the herd, 1 for 30 minutes with their preferred partner and 2 for 30 minutes with non-preferred random cow. The findings revealed that cows separated with their preferred partner showed significantly calmer heart rates and lower levels of agitation than when they were with the randoms. Think about that the next time you're at In-N-Out. This has been Not So Fun Facts on Chapman.
Hey, are you in the search for new music and also love supporting local artists? Well, we have just the band for you.
Here at Chapman Radio, we absolutely live and breathe for live music, which is why we were so excited to have the opportunity to check out the local band Space Face.
If you're looking for upbeat, exciting, new indie music, Space Face is absolutely the band to check out.
An energetic indie rock explosion, Space Face was a treat to see live. Their colorful, rock and roll outfit ensemble perfectly reflected the vibrance and color of their music.
As we just said, we recently saw them live and they were absolutely amazing. If you're the one to listen to all types of indie rock, I would definitely recommend checking Space Face out. They really know how to work a crowd and make a concert an amazing, personable experience.
So, if you're one to appreciate an interactive concert experience, I would definitely recommend grabbing tickets next time Space Face comes to town.
I'm Kaylin Ung, the Chapman Radio events engineer and host of You Know Too Much. KNAB on Chapman Radio Live is an independent, student-run, internet-only radio station at Chapman University in Orange, California.
Chapman Radio.
3, 2, 1, go.
More of today's hit music now. The all-new Chapman Radio.
I'll take it from myself, I'll save it for the room. After resting in red for the day, I come and pay in full. I never wanted to transfer inertia. Now I'm draining the pool. Now you see every head out of place, every crease, every crookie too. Well, I'm not fixing to move. I'm atrophy, winning over all these hearts and minds. Save my feelings no more living as you came to worship, but you got these kind. You came to worship, but you got these kind. He looks divine from the side, throws himself around that line and helps the healing of the broken hearted. There's a face again. Now I've got the job stuck in the gut and go. Well, I was born to face the fully. I would say I'm about one day old. Well, I'm not fixing to move. I'm atrophy, winning over all these hearts and minds. Save my feelings up more than it is you. Came to worship, but the God is good. You came to worship, but the God is good. You came to worship, but the God is kind. Give up the dizzy heights. They're only gonna kill you twice. Give up your sense of peace. It's only gonna lead you to these. Get your head in the belly, what your mind said the tough one loving me. Get your head in the bed.
Welcome to Girls on Film with Chapman Radio.
Follow us on our socials at Girls on Film Radio.
Happy Tuesday, everyone.
Hi, everyone. How are we doing today? How are we doing on this fine, beautiful day of the week?
I kind of want to turn the lights off. I'm hot.
Okay,
Can
Maddie
I
can go turn the lights off. Hey, guys. Welcome back to Girls on Film Radio. Just two girls talking about the films that we want to talk about. Well, today we're not really talking about films. We're talking about characters, which is, I guess, a new topic for us. Today...
Yes, I was talking to Izzy a little bit about this over the weekend, but I kind of felt as I really wanted the show to truly reflect our opinions on film and TV, then we can't just focus on like them as a whole, but every single part and aspect of film, and the characters are such a pivotal thing. It's the reason why we stick along. It's the reason why we want to continue watching.
Exactly.
So why aren't we focusing on them yet?
Yes.
Why haven't we?
And then eventually I want to do like a costume episode or something about like iconic film costumes or iconic VFX stuff like that. We're going to do a music episode. Probably my jewelry's jangling everywhere. So I think we're going to do some more focused episodes on specific aspects of film. Is the air conditioning off in here?
I don't think they even have it on because it's probably loud.
Oh, that is so true.
Also, how does the back of my head look, guys?
It's super
because my camera angle is from the ceiling.
No, yours is good. We're good.
Well, if I'm looking like, is it here?
Yeah.
Whoa.
We're still learning how to do this YouTube live stream thing, guys.
Yeah, because if you guys want to see something silly, we can change it. Now it's the back of my head, and now it's normal. So we can have a bunch of fun transitions.
Yes.
This is Google slide transitions for college students.
This is actually middle school.
Yeah.
But today's episode, we're going to be discussing our favorite film and TV couples. But before we get into that, if you don't follow us already, follow us on Instagram at Girls on Film Radio. Also follow Chapman Radio on Instagram. Me and Maddie are going to use our Instagram, Girls on Film Radio, as more of like a spam account now. Because we have funny things we want to post on there and share with our fans.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of the times when people use Instagram or socials for promo for things, it becomes very impersonal and like sterile.
And that's why today's promo was True Jackson VP.
A lovely couple that kind of began a lot of people's like, love can be like cute like this.
But follow us on Instagram. Also, we are live streaming on Chapman Radio's YouTube channel. So if you want to watch us and see our beautiful faces as we talk, go to Chapman Radio on YouTube. And also, we will be uploading this episode to Spotify and also the recording of the episode to our brand new Girls on Film YouTube channel. So we officially have a YouTube channel. Go subscribe to us. We're going to be viral and famous and amazing.
Yes. And you can give us views. You can give Chapman Radio views.
Yes. Pick whatever you want.
Both.
If you're listening, we still love you.
Yeah. Actually, play all of them simultaneously. Mute one of them or mute two of them. Keep one to listen.
Yeah.
And
you'll be fine.
Yeah.
There is a delay, so don't listen and watch the YouTube video at the same time. There's a little bit of a delay. But before we actually talk about couples, can we talk about Coachella for a bit? Just like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't know what is so appealing about Coachella. Like, it is the music, but like, what else is there other than Harry Styles' nail polish booth this year? Like, you're just sitting on grass,
and taking
exhausted,
photos of your outfit,
tired,
in the actual desert.
Disgusting.
Your food is like $30 more than it actually should be outside of this tent.
Yeah.
I guess it's cool that you get the chance to possibly walk past, I don't know, Cody Ko and Kelsey Kruppel. Like, I feel, remember when 2013, 2014 Coachella was only bohemian style?
Yeah.
And everyone genuinely was there for the music.
Well, it was that, and then also, I feel like the past years that we had Coachella, it was like fashion. Like, the whole thing was like, you're wearing the most extravagant Met Gala-ish outfits.
Yeah.
This year, people were wearing sweatpants. Like, we were going casual, and I was like, I understand I'm so cool, like, I don't care. But, like, really?
And, like, at the time, 2013, 2014 Coachella, I was not actually analyzing it from any other perspective as a viewer of the celebrities that were going. So I don't remember whether or not there were brands that were sponsoring booths and brands that were sponsoring houses that were hosting like celebrities and
Revolve.
influencers and stuff. Yeah, like that. So I think maybe that transition between companies recognizing that they could profit off this festival is why it has become what it is now, where
Yeah.
it's just like a flex festival basically.
Yes, but I do approve of Harrychella.
Oh yeah, I think it also irks me that like I see people wearing the most like impractical things possible, and then they expect us to believe that they're going to actually be like going to go see Doja in this outfit. Like Doja's actually wearing that on stage, but at least she's wearing shoes that she can walk in.
True.
Why are we wearing like stilettos and heels? And tell me why. This is like my biggest pet peeve for this year. So many people were wearing white, and I feel like white is
White
so
and then jewels, like chain jewelry.
Yeah, a lot of that. I'm like, why is there so much white? We're literally as if
we
there.
went. We actually went.
Yeah, but like, why are we wearing white in the desert where there's actual not just dirt, but like dry dirt, like the powdery
And sweat?
Yeah, like ew.
Why are we wearing any? I liked the all black outfits I was seeing. I know it's
Yeah.
hot, but like at least it's not dirt. We'll get on it.
Exactly. But
Just a little Coachella recap from us. We could do a
because
Coachella fashion review.
I don't even recall any like actual big celebrities being there. It's literally
Other than
only
the artists performing.
Yeah, it's only like influencers.
And Charlie D'Amelio. Yeah.
Right? And like Vanessa Hudgens was there, but
I
she
didn't even know
freaking-
she went.
She always goes because like that's like half her personality, why she's relevant in the first place. But
That was our little Coachella review. Okay.
yeah,
Let's get into our favorite, or I guess favorite and most iconic film and
Yeah.
TV couples. We'll start off with film first. We're definitely going to miss a bunch because
Mm-hmm.
we just always mention the same people over and over and over and over and over again. But for film, who is surprised that our first two are from the same movie?
always.
Stuck in Love, we have Samantha and Louis, and also Rusty and Kate.
I like that you didn't put their parents or like any. Did
No.
they put any?
No, because their relationship wasn't like something that I aspired to have. You know, I don't want to be a you know, like it's not.
Because I was also trying to think about it in that like favorite couples. Obviously, it could be the ones that we aspire to have. But are there like any couples that you like can remember that you're like, how did this even happen? And like why?
That's why I said iconic, because it's like I don't know if I want to be this couple, but I just remember it being such like a pivotal point in the movie or like something like that. But obviously, Lily Collins and Logan Lerman are like my it couple for anything, and if they are ever in another movie together, I will go feral.
It's
for them.
Logan Lerman revival.
I wanted to do. I don't know if we did this last season. I was talking about this with Maddie like over the weekend. Episode about book to movie adaptations and how we want Logan Lerman to play Poseidon in
That
the
would be
new
so
Percy Jackson
cool.
series because they just casted Percy Jackson. But I just love Logan Lerman, and anytime he's in a movie where he plays like a quirky like, I think did I put Perks of Being a Wallflower on here too, Charlie and Sam.
Yeah.
Anytime I see Logan Lerman playing like a little adorable, shy boy who's smart, who like is, I don't know, doesn't have a lot of friends but falls in love with like the beautiful girl with brown hair. I'm like,
it's like I feel like at least for us in particular, that's the most ideal like way in which we find
realistic
a partner.
situation.
Yeah, it's like realistic, but it still feels out of
our reach, yeah.
which is weird, but it's not going to be like, oh, she's going to fall right in front of him walking in the hallway and they suddenly fall in love. It's like, because with any person that you're kind of like talking to and you're kind of seeing whether or not you want to be partners, there is still a big chance that you're taking the risk that it's not going to work out. And for a character like Rusty or like Lewis that are like not maybe the person that they think the girl that they want is going to want, they're still taking the risk, yet it all pays off in the end. It's like they're 1 in a million chance.
Yeah, 1 in a million chance. Let's go with it.
Yeah.
But I think it's interesting how we only see that type of character in guys. Like if a girl is a shy character, like we'll talk about Laura Jean in a sec, it's more like stereotypical, I guess.
Or they need a change. She needs to change
for him. So it's like I think the only way we ever got that like shy person idea was from guy characters.
Yeah.
Sadly, I still love them though.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, next, love Rosie. Am I not gonna mention Sam Claflin and Lily Collins again? Love Rosie's that movie that just like sticks with me time and time again. Anytime I watch it, I don't aspire to be like this couple at all. I would rather not have the communication issues that these two people have in this movie. But I don't know, something about this goes back to our episode last week where we were talking about like sexiest film.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I'm not even looking for like the sexiest film. I'm looking for that pining, tension.
Because those are the things that last. For like
Exactly.
sensual and like sexual stuff, yes, obviously,
Duh.
biologically,
Sure.
that is the reason why we are here.
Yeah.
But that only lasts for so long.
Yeah.
And you know that a relationship or pining or whatever it is, the stage prior to any of that, it can be for as long or as for as short as you want.
I'm also not going to cry over sex scene.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not, like, getting emotional. This movie made me so emotional, and I think they're just... it's just a beautiful story. Having gone through high school and college and adult life and fame or whatever, and then finding their way back to each other. It's just
and
starting your own hotel. Sorry, I just
continue, please.
No, I don't know. It's just so awesome, and I wish there was an American movie because this is about British characters and British people are cool.
Because I don't know if this is just like an American culture thing, or I guess like early on there's that whole idea of like your high school sweetheart and then staying with them for the rest of your life. But I feel like as we've kind of progressed in society, people kind of discourage it because they're like, oh, you guys are not going to be at the same stage by the time you graduate. You guys are going to want different things in life. Like, you should not tie yourself down so much. So maybe this is giving you that like satisfaction that like we have been told so much not to do that, and then they do that, and like it might not work out all the time, but the fact that they still end up finding each other inevitably is sweet.
And then there's a show that we're gonna talk about later. That's the opposite of this. But we'll get to it.
Which is what everyone's warning you about. Us about.
This one I haven't mentioned that much because you hate musicals and you haven't seen this
but
movie.
everyone talks about them. And
Sebastian and Mia, or Seb and Mia from La La Land. Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone just have this like chemistry that I can't explain, and they also had it in what's the other one they're in?
Crazy Stupid Love.
Crazy
That's one of my favorites.
That's a completely different vibe though. That's like that is sex.
But it's so
this is
good.
love.
No, but it's so good though.
We can talk about that one too. They're not an ideal couple though, are they? I don't really remember watching the movie that much.
I think so. Yeah, it was. Never mind. We'll get into it later.
Whoa. Did you write it down?
No, I should. I can right now. But
we'll just talk about it now.
Yeah.
Why not?
I think. Well, that whole movie. Wait, first get into. Do you want to get into La La Land
first?
Okay,
I need you to watch La La Land because I feel like I'm gonna keep mentioning it. To me, if you're watching the stream, Maddie's getting a little feisty. La La Land is just such a great story about fame and coming up in in Hollywood and learning the ways of the industry and how it hurts people's relationships with each other, and how fame and specifically the movie and music industry can affect a relationship. But I just love this couple because they just come from such opposite sides of opinions. He loves jazz music, she hates jazz music, she loves movies, he's like what's so hard about it or whatever. And I think it's very stereotypical, but in a way it's something that could possibly happen to me specifically, and I guess to anyone at Dodge, where it's we're in the film industry, this could very much happen. You're on the Warner Brothers studio lot working at a cafe, and that's how you meet all the famous people, and that's how you find the love of your life.
Yeah.
But they just have a lot of chemistry too, which is why I'm like,
they have such good chemistry.
Just any,
so good.
Yeah, they're obsessed. I love them.
No, yeah.
Okay, talk about
Crazy Stupid Love. Their characters are named Jacob and Hannah, and if you just
these names are dumb.
No, they're the most basic. Let me pick out of a random a group of people I can guess. This is one of them. But if you haven't seen this, first of all, what the heck? It's
I haven't seen it in so long.
It's just so good because it's so chaotic, and all of the relationships between not only the couples but the parents of the couples, and then the neighbors of the couples.
Well, because there's
that
one scene that is very viral where they go to a backyard
and then they just beat each other up. And it's so good. And they
not Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone.
No,
they are not beating each other up.
No, my God,
Steve Carell is.
Yeah, they're trying to defend one another, and it's so funny to see Steve Carell and then Ryan Gosling's character trying to talk to each other. Two masculine characters trying to get to, the emotional side of each other to try and get help within a relationship. Yeah. And then to see him also trying to get this girl that, he's so hot and sexy, but she's so normal and quirky, and then they end up with each other, and it's just so cute, and their chemistry again is so good. When they have that scene when they're in his house, and then he takes his shirt off.
They do the dirty dancing lift. Failed, but
and then she's like, "Oh my god!" And then they're like, "Oh, that is like, see that kind of it." Would you even call it sexy or sensual? I don't even know.
I think that.
But like,
he's shirtless.
Yeah, it's
that's
like
period. He's shirtless.
It's like realistic sexy, and then it's funny. Like it's silly. It's not taking itself so seriously, and I think that's why people like holding on to it so much because obviously we're not all gonna get a freaking Ryan Gosling. Do we even all want a Ryan Gosling? Some people do, some people don't.
Yeah.
But like that's something that you can hold on to, and that a relationship is not gonna be black and white, 0 to 100.
He's playing Ken in the new Barbie movie. And I'm really confused about where the direction the movie's going. Because he's like older now.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay. Next. I mean, there's this trope in movies where it's like the grungy, like, I don't like love girl, and then the like suck up boy who's actually, he's like really tough on the outside, but he's like a romantic
Soft
boy on the inside.
Oh my god, this is like every fan fiction I read when I was younger.
10 Things I Hate About You, Patrick and Kat. Oh
so
my goodness.
dumb.
Heath Ledger's one of my favorite actors ever. Oh my goodness. I just remember watching this movie and being like, I want the guy who plays with fire to fall in love with me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's the little fire
No,
flicking.
and when they're in lab, yeah.
But she's the like, I'm studious. I don't like looking at mirrors. I'm like, I need to go to school. I don't like my sister who's pretty. I don't like
I'm gonna go to
the
a concert.
public system. I like writing poetry.
Yeah.
I like music. Girl, and then he's like the guy that everyone's scared of at school. And blah, blah, blah. If you haven't watched the movie, you need to watch it.
Like, it's so weird. It's not even, like, the bad boy thing, but it's, like, a practical bad boy thing.
Yeah.
Where it's, like, especially for 10 Things I Hate About You, where it was directed towards a, like, teen and younger audience. They're not going to make him, like, a actual
It wasn't, like, the
freak.
Heather's bad boy with the gun.
Yeah,
it's, like, he's just weird.
He's just
weird.
He's not only weird, but he's, like, he has not been able to connect with anyone because everyone grew up with each other, and he's like this new weird kid. And then like it's the desire to want to be wanted so badly by someone who doesn't like anyone else. Like being liked by someone who doesn't like anyone else shows your worth.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Is it bad or good? I don't know. But inexplicitly saying it makes sense. Like
no, it makes
genuinely,
sense.
It totally
well,
makes
because that's
sense.
the whole thing where it's like as soon as you tell someone that they can't have it, they want it.
Exactly.
As soon as you tell Patrick that he's not
gonna
can't have the girl.
Yeah.
Even though you're doing it for a bet.
Yeah.
He's gonna want it now. He's gonna want her now.
Mm-hmm.
I say it as if she's.
Sorry, she's in it.
My mind is trained. Okay, next. You want to know how dumb I am? I love Good Will Hunting. I completely forgot that his name was Will Hunting, and that the name of the movie is Good Will Hunting and not Goodwill Hunting, but it's a play on words.
I see.
The whole time I completely did not even realize that that the name of the movie is Good Space Will Space Hunting. And I know it's a play on words because it makes sense because it's good. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I didn't know that until yesterday when I was writing this down.
The fact that you're still learning things about it after having watched it so many times is good.
And I love it. But I don't know if this is an ideal couple. I guess it's like the whole culmination of the movie is like at the end he goes to find her. But Will Hunting and Skylar, you know, it's like that academic relationship where it's like, oh, I'm in college right now. Oh, I would love to, you know, fall in love with the math team, whatever, genius or something, you know, something like that. But this movie's just written great. So I think the relationship's really cute and fun and also enough of a side plot that it doesn't take away from the movie, but also elevates the stakes. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. I like it. And the couple. We already talked about Charlie and Sam from Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Why do we not talk about them?
Every single next. The Princess Bride.
This one's cute.
The Princess Bride is probably one of the most iconic, you know, movies.
Because like
that's another across the board. I don't think people hate it. That could be the best. Another
I feel like
across the board.
Don't even. It's so weird because I don't remember actually watching it, but I do remember watching it. I
watched it like too many times.
I feel like I was like in elementary or like a middle school, and I didn't understand what was going on, but like you see the word princess and something and you're like, okay, yeah. Yeah, this is it.
But Wesley and Buttercup, they just are it.
Yeah.
They just are it. He literally eats or drinks poison for her.
Yeah.
He literally falls on a cliff for her. He gets bitten by a giant rat for her. He goes to a torture machine for her.
And it's kind of interesting in thinking about it now because everyone, if you ask anyone to describe a princess story that has nothing to do with like a specific like a Disney princess or whatever, there's going to be a very generic, the prince or whatever saves the girl and he does all this stuff and is heroic and all this stuff. And then in looking at this, like I feel like the actors, you don't really have like any specific idea about any of them because they're not really like.
The only thing I know the guy from, well, she's a big actress, but like I haven't watched a lot of her stuff. The only thing I know the guy from is the Saw movie.
Oh, that's really good.
He's in the first Saw movie.
But like I feel like it's such a good, I don't want to say like a generic princess story, but it's like it puts it on screen without me being like, oh, this is Cinderella, oh, this is Snow White.
I understand what you mean, where it's not a princess, it's not a Disney.
It's not a Disney princess, it's not like a fairy tale princess story, but it's one that is generic enough that everyone understands. Is like, okay, yeah, I'm not putting like a label on whatever this is and having an expectation towards it.
And then another thing that it also correlates to the couple. The movie starts with like the boy being sick and he stays home from school and his grandpa comes and like reads him a bedtime story, right? Or a story. And it's the Princess Bride story. And throughout the movie, like they take pauses from the actual story and the grandpa's like reading the book and the little boy's like, oh, I'm sick of this. Like, I don't want to hear it anymore. Like, I don't want to hear about Princess Buttercup or whatever. But then at the end of the movie, he leaves. The grandpa's leaving and the boy's like, whatever, can you get me, or can you come back and read it tomorrow? And then the grandpa says the iconic line, as you wish. And then you're like, oh my goodness, was he the prince? And obviously not, but like he could be. But then that whole idea where it's like, oh, I don't know. I just like that it's a little twist at the end. Little twist at the end. Beautiful couple. Okay, this next one, iconic. 51st Dates.
That is a good one. That is a good one.
51st Dates, Lucy and Henry. This movie's hilarious.
This movie is so cute. I remember, that waffle little house thing that they built is one of like something that will always be in my mind forever. Yeah, and like the penguins and stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And the seals.
Yeah,
but it's a comedy. But Adam Sandler, I don't know how he's romantic. Like I haven't watched Punch Drunk Love, which is another one that people say that's Paul Thomas Anderson. People say it's like another great movie, but I think people get confused on how they fall in love with Adam Sandler, because he's Adam Sandler. Like like he's Adam Sandler. Like that word in my mind doesn't ring as romantic. And then this movie, he's just plays the most genuinely loving dude, and he does everything for this woman who will never remember him.
Yeah, it's the whole idea of someone going out of their way to prove themselves to someone when they know they're running the risk of it not even being worth it.
It's the same thing as 10 Things I Hate About You, not at all, kind of the same, where it's like you want something that you can't have, but you'll find a way to make it work.
Exactly, yeah.
So adorable.
So good. And it's just, and they're in the most like optimal setting too. It's like so, in being in like Hawaii and then just having the environment be so, I feel like the islands are so intimate in itself because it's like so isolated and like it's just so beautiful and cute and just it's just so cute.
Okay, next, I'm skipping a few. Me Before You. I don't have much to say about this other than it's a problematic movie, but I think it's adorable and I love that couple. It is a good romance that will make you cry. And
oh my god, I remember okay.
Do you not like this movie?
No, I was in middle school and I think like, we had to like design and kind of like host this like project, each like these groups in my class, and we decided to host like a party at school, like some
Me Before You party,
like a glow in the dark party, and whoever like won in getting the most people to like donate money to go to their thing got like whatever they wanted, and my group won, and we all went to a movie, and we saw this with my teacher.
Okay.
And I remember
why do you have such random stories?
I don't know, and I remember like all of the girls went in first, and then all the guys went in right after, and like my friends and I, because there was so many of us, like we took up this whole row, and then like my friends and I needed to like go get stuff, and like I was too shy to like tell the guys or like tell the boys to like move, so I fully like walked over their feet to like leave the aisle. And I feel like that relates to like the whole like at least for me, being nervous around boys when I was younger and stuff, and then having to watch this like cute romantic movie, it was like, this is a lot for me right now.
This is a lot for me to take in.
Yeah, but this was cute. Yeah, with the little bumblebee tights.
And this is the first movie after watching Harry Potter where I was, wait, what's the guy's name? The hot
Oh, yeah,
Neville
yeah.
Longbottom, whatever the actor's name.
wasn't
Sorry, he's
blonde.
so hot.
In this?
Oops, sorry. Yeah,
In
he plays
this?
the boyfriend that
Oh,
she's
no.
dating while she's taking care of him. This is the first movie I saw after Harry Potter with him in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is everything. But he's not part of the couple. But
No.
Sam Claflin is just like good.
Yeah.
And speaking of Sam Claflin, he is going to be playing Billy Dunn in Daisy Jones and the Six.
Yes.
And I'm so excited to see
It's
him play
gonna
a
be
sexy rock and roll singer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our book adaptation
Yes.
episode could be.
Yes. Or we can
that-
do a Taylor Jenkins Reid episode.
But yeah, I do have fond memories of this, and it's the whole like, this one's a little problematic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is in that like it's like the unlikely relationship kind of thing, but the terms in which why this would be unlikely is bad because it's basically like ableist and stuff.
But also they
But
casted someone who's not disabled as a
yeah.
role.
So take that as you will, but there is a trope in the whole unlikely relationship, and then it actually happening is like, oh yeah, it appeals.
Yes. Okay, next. We talked about this before. If you don't like To All the Boys I Loved Before the First one,
You're a liar.
you're a liar.
And you're
pointing
just-
directly at the camera. You're
Yeah,
a liar.
You're a liar, and you're just getting on the Noah Centineo hate
Yes.
train.
And I can get on the Noah Centineo
Yeah, me
hate train,
too.
but pretend it's
Post
not him.
this. Yeah.
Post this first one.
The first one.
Yes. Laura and Peter, I think this is also relatable because she's that, nerdy girl who isn't popular, who's like, does all the school activities and such, and then, had a crush on the school jock for forever.
Yeah.
And falls in love with him. Again,
And
it's this unlikely relationship of having or wanting someone you can't have.
Yeah, and she's just so cute. I feel because of all of these, this is like I am the most contemporary, like the one that I feel like has come out like the most recent out of all of these. It was just so sometimes sickly sweet kind of rom-coms can be like almost corny or cringy in a way, but this one feels so real that
it got worse.
Well, yeah. It became the expectation that I was going into it with, but it was just so sweet. Like it's literally like pastel pink candy hearts, cute high school
It's
love.
adorable, and I remember watching. I remember watching it and being like, "Oh my goodness, this is like, they're gonna make more of these, and they're all gonna be good." And then Netflix ruins everything that they get right. Like they get one thing right, like
they had books to go off of.
Yeah,
like, they had perfect.
Like
little
they
things
did
to
this,
go
and then
off
they
of.
ruined the kissing booth because I feel like the kissing booth, even though it's bad, could have had potential if it
I
was
didn't
like
watch them.
it was bad. I feel like. Whatever, that's another story for another day. We
Yeah.
talk about bad Netflix movies. That could be a whole
Yeah.
episode, just bad Netflix movies. No, this is just they're just cute,
Yeah, they're just really, really sweet.
and I love the love triangle.
It's the epitome of what every teenager.
What
every teenager should experience, or what every person in general should like experience a love like that. That is so like mutual and affection. And it's just so cute and sweet, and we love it.
Okay, this one I don't have much to say about it. Palm Springs,
Very.
Niles and Sarah.
First of all, the way that his name is spelled is actually horrendous and silly.
It should not be spelled with a Y.
NYLES.
But I'm not a comedy person. Like I usually don't like comedies that much. It takes a lot for me to get into a comedy, like a sitcom comedy.
Yeah.
But this is hilarious, and I mean, they're stuck in a time loop together, and they're the only ones that can communicate with each other.
Yeah.
And that's like the falling into a situation. It's like the one bed trope where it's like
Oh yeah.
you have to be with this person. You can only be with them. But there's no bed.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just funny. I
That's
like
like
this.
such. Yeah.
They hate each other, but they love each other.
No, that's the whole. Yeah. Well,
Enemies to
basically
lovers.
just say, yeah. Enemies to lovers.
Enemies to lovers. I mean, we talked about Dirty Dancing last time. Baby and Johnny. I don't even know if that's an ideal couple. They're kind of like old.
Yeah, it's like
Or he's old.
It's the epitome of like bad. But it's what's the age difference between them in this? Like, is there like a significant age difference? I feel like there is that we just never recognized because we just were like focusing on how hot Patrick Swayze was.
24 and 18. Okay, so it's not
Silent.
as bad as I thought it was gonna.
But that is so.
And that's a sexy movie.
Yeah,
And
and
I love
it's
it.
like having her physically, looking at both of them, having her be so small and dainty, and then he is like so big and like macho, and then he's like the one that's guiding her and like doing all this stuff is very.
How I see your height difference between you and Matthew.
Stop.
Short baby girl, tall white dude.
No, but like, I feel like at least if it was just like if you took the whole dancing thing out of it, it would be very weird. And if they,
well, because the relationship is dancing.
Yeah, exactly. So if it was like because there's so many movies that are like the big macho guy and like the small girl, and then they're like na 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 na. But at least there's some sort of like other nature about it, because at least he's teaching her something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's teaching almost like
he's giving her life lessons.
Yeah, weirdly enough, he's teaching her how to like why did she start dancing? Is it because like
they needed a girl? The girl got remember the girl got raped, I think, by the one guy, and she was pregnant, and she was like, I can't dance, and then they were like, you're the only person that's tiny enough.
Are they at like a summer camp? What was this?
It's like a club, like a summer club, like a.
Was she like trying to build her confidence or something? Was there like a benefit for her, or was she just doing it to like?
I think she was doing it because she was the smallest one.
Is that us outside?
No, it's not.
No.
Sorry, we're hearing ourselves echoing. Okay, last. This is the only not straight couple we have on the movie list.
I'm sorry.
It is a problem because there's not enough. That's a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
Brokeback Mountain. We talked about this last time. Jack and Enos. I can't believe that that's
Enos.
that's his name. They could have picked any other name.
Yeah.
Whatever. But definitely not an ideal.
Circumstantially, it's horrible and tragic what happened to them.
Yes. But I think, what's the word I'm looking for? Adversity, like
that they had to overcome, or
they didn't even overcome it.
Yeah.
They failed, or they failed.
No,
Society failed them. That was literally on sync. Society failed them, and it's a good or not a good, a sad representation of
a reality for a lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And obviously,
totally.
I will never be a farmer.
or
a
like
rancher.
Yeah, rancher herding the sheep with your horse
and riding on horseback.
My bike beans.
Sorry, my bike beans. No, it's
that was so crazy. Don't forget that. What those were even used for.
It's not. I guess it's cute, and it's sexy.
It's like are they pining?
I would say so.
Explicit, but like, it's the whole Romeo and Juliet thing where it's like separate. They're not allowed to be with each other. Like they can't, but they know that deep down it's something they mutually want, and that makes it even worse because they know it's not them that's stopping them. It's every other thing around them that's stopping them.
But I think that the fact that this is the only not straight couple that we have on the film list, we'll have some on the TV list.
Because it's like all of these companies are not hitting the mark, and that this one, yes, the story is that they are gay, but there's so many other things
it shouldn't be the only thing about their relationship. They should just be in a relationship.
It's not even that. It's like they are gay, but then they also have developed families. They have developed this social life outside of their like relationship that is causing all these issues, whereas like Love, Simon, it's like the only thing that has
movie.
Yeah, it's like the only personality trait that he has is that he's gay.
They should just be able to live like their main characters in the movie without having society be against them.
Yeah.
Okay, that was our film list.
Yes.
Before we move into our TV list, if you're tuning in right now, hey guys, welcome to Girls on Film Radio. I'm Izzy.
And I'm Maddie.
And we're talking about our favorite film and TV couples.
Yes.
And now we're talking about TV couples.
And if you want to tune in for the next like 20-ish minutes of our live stream, you can go to Chapman Radio's YouTube channel.
Or chapmanradio.com.
If you want to listen in.
I think it's chapmanradio.com/live. Whatever. You can look
it'll
be there.
You'll find it.
So for shows, our promo today for this episode, I'm very proud of the promo ideas I'm coming up with.
Yeah.
Our promo today was True Jackson VP. Now, do I remember a single thing about True Jackson VP or any episode? Absolutely
not.
Does
she have an Asian best friend?
She
does.
That was a sir. Yes, she does. She's on other things too.
That was
sir.
a sir.
True Jackson VP. I don't know what the like drugs that they put in this show was. True Jackson becomes the VP, clearly, of a fashion company and literally runs this entire company, and she's like 17. And it's insane. And I love that she has Robbie Amell, her little tall white dude, as her boyfriend. He's literally her boy toy. This is a great example of literally a male, the female gaze, because he is so damn fine.
He's so cute. And
I
he
love
was so
him.
in a lot of films and stuff, if a character is this way or if a man is this way, they dread it. They're like, like this why
My strong, independent girlfriend.
Yeah,
Ugh.
like whatever. But like the fact that he's enthusiastic and excited and stuff, it makes it so much better. It's just so exciting.
They're so adorable. And I think Maddie said it right when we were talking about it at the beginning. This is like one of the very early examples of like an it couple, and I don't think people give them enough credit because a lot of these other couples are weird.
Yeah. And like for me personally, I care way more about TV couples than like film couples because at least you can follow
span them.
Yeah,
with a
you
longer
can
time.
follow them for like such a long trajectory. And like the next one is New Girl. Nick Miller.
Guys.
Nick Miller's literally the love of my life.
Nick and Jess, I'm telling you, like, I've never seen. If I had to make a list of the best kisses on the planet,
Wait,
season 2, I think it's season 2, episode 11.
Wait, is it when they're like locked in the room? Which one is it?
It's the one where they're locked in the room, but it's the scene in the hallway after.
Oh my god, when they're in the two separate rooms and they're in the two separate rooms. So they both obviously know that they like each other, but they're trying to cover it up by hooking up and being
15.
with other people. Yeah. But they live in the same house and their doors are like right across from each other.
Yeah.
And then they're like hooking up, doing whatever, and then they tell their significant others or like the people they're talking to, hey, I have to go do something. Come out. Oh
Kissy,
my god, it's
kissy,
crazy.
bye.
And then they have a good smooch.
But literally, season 2, episode 15. That's a season and a half.
Yeah.
Into their, I don't know, into them being friends.
Yeah.
That we finally get an ounce of something. And it's like, this show is a complete comedy, and this whole 3-minute scene, oh my god, so serious. I felt like I was watching an intense drama and they were both gonna die.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I think I was just rewatching this because I'm a Nick and Jess. No, like their last, I think it's like their last kiss when they're all moving out of the loft and like Jess and Nick are trying to go like see each other again and like Jess is in the loft and then Nick is downstairs.
Oh, they're running
and they're chasing
and green light, my lord. I'm waiting for that green light.
It's like just as a viewer, every single thing lined up perfectly.
Yeah.
The fact that Melodrama, literally one of the best pop albums of all time, coming out at that time, Lord having been like this being the song for this, like
that's
running.
a good song to start with on our song placement episode
so
because
good.
that
That's
song
so
I will
good.
forever remember it as when Nick and Jess like got together.
They're just, it's so the quirky girl trope. It can be, it's a very
Jess
fine
is a horrible
line.
character. First of all, I hated Jess after season 3, but it can be done wrong.
Yeah, the quirky girl trope can be done very, very wrong. And, like, Jess is annoying in the best way possible.
And Nick is a slob.
And Nick is gross and a slob, but then he's a writer.
Yeah.
In the end, and it's so cute.
He's
and then,
literally
like,
Maddie.
And then literally...
He's Maddie with fashion.
and then, like, Schmidt and Cece, it's just the whole, like, pining thing,
The douchebag jar. Schmidt and Cece's like a not like an it couple, but the model with like the germophobe business accounting boy.
No, it's like a little. It's so, cause like when Cece figures out that she's like pregnant, and then like Schmidt is like all sus about it, and then Schmidt is like, "Oh my god, our caramel baby!" It's like one of my favorite lines from the whole thing. No, he says you made a caramel miracle or something. It is so funny. It's just so good. And
New Girl did couples correctly.
New Girl they made characters so weirdly specific and so like within their own personality that like the fact that any of them found anyone who isn't compatible with them was like once in a whatever. And then the fact that they all lived with each other or like knew each other in some way just ended up being perfect. And it's just I love New Girl.
Okay, we have a lot to get there. We talk about normal people a lot. This is not an it couple. Marianne and Connell. We'll do an episode.
Oh yeah, like okay, so from this list, like what are your favorites?
Well, I wanted to mention the OC.
That's
okay, because there's so many couples on the OC. It's a network show.
No,
like every character dates another character. Literally every character.
And it's not even just like between the teens. It's like the teens,
and
parents.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But I think Seth and Summer is probably like the one that people
Seth
think about, where it's like the pretty girl, and then like I like video games.
That's literally Matthew and I.
Actually, factually, contractually is.
Factually,
contractually, Mike's Mike.
No, but the whole Y2K revival is allowing not only people to get to like indulge in this fashion that they weren't even like alive to really experience, but also all of the TV and like media that was coming out at the time. And the OC is just like appealing to what everyone is wanting right now. A cute brunette curly haired guy who's nerdy. Everyone loves he was like,
That's the Logan Lerman character.
yeah, he was like every Logan Lerman character
can
before
play him now.
Logan. Exactly.
Oh, well, no,
so
he's old now.
it's just Seth is so cute, and then it's the unlikely relationship kind of thing, and then the fact that they're the relationship that lasts the longest throughout the whole show.
It's the reverse of Laura Jean and Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, another one that I want to mention: The Society.
You love No Society. I did not watch this.
Oh my gosh, Maddie. Okay,
I remember beginning it.
Oh,
don't they meet in like a church or something in the beginning?
Okay,
Or, like
so
what was that?
So The Society.
You live in a society.
No, The Society got canceled after one season, but it's about a group of kids all at the same high school, Catherine and True, going on a like a school field trip on a bus. They all got on a bus, but then the bus is like, no, sorry, field trip's canceled, and they turn back around. The bus drops them off in their town, and then everyone's gone except all the kids are there, and then the town is completely cut off by like forests to the rest of the entire world. So the kids have to form their own society. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So the kids have to form their own society. But my favorite couple, Grizz and Sam.
I'm looking them up.
Absolutely, I need it because Sam, great representation to me. I think of a deaf character, and so he is deaf and he speaks sign language. But then Grizz is like one of the football jock boys and starts becoming friends with Sam because they're just stuck in a literal town together, and so.
Me looking it up, and the first thing that comes up, or first things are like Grizz and Sam kiss, Grizz and Sam fanfiction, Grizz and
because
Sam
there's this one part where there's this part because the show got canceled and we never got to see their full potential because Grizz goes off in the end to find the whatever. He leaves and then so sad. No, it's a horrible cliffhanger. Whatever. But there's a part where they're sitting next to each other and they're talking, and then Grizz is like, "Can you tell me how to sign I love you?" And I literally broke down in my seat. I was like,
I'm looking there. That is so cute. That
very
is
cute. Another one.
No,
Wizards of Waverly Place.
That one is so good. I was just thinking about that too, because I feel like in terms of like Disney, for Wizards of Waverly Place and like Hannah Montana, they did not market it as being like, oh, it's Hannah and a guy, or it's like Alex and a guy, which obviously is great. But like because of that, I never think of them as being in a relationship.
Well, because I don't even think they kissed.
No, they probably.
It was her and a werewolf.
Are they allowed to kiss?
Alex
on
and
Disney
Mason.
Channel?
Sorry, we should. There no kissing, no mouth to mouth. Not even CPR.
No, they just like kick them because it's funny.
Yeah, it's quirky and cool.
Yeah.
No, I think there's another like couple at the early stages of Disney where it was like, oh my god, I want to fall in love with like the werewolf boy who's like British.
No.
I want to fall in love with the British werewolf boy.
How could you write that 70s show and then not even put Jackie and Hyde, because they are literally one of my favorite couples of all time.
He's problematic.
He is. Okay, separating the art from the artist, Jackie and Hyde are literally probably my like favorite TV couple with Nick and Jess.
It's the same thing as the complete opposite people falling in love.
I think Hyde is so hot.
But
His
the Donna
is so hot.
The Donna and Eric storyline of
so
literally
good.
going 6 seasons.
Oh wait, no.
Him leaving for college, absolutely horrible way to write him off the show.
No,
and then him coming back the last episode, I fell for it.
No, the whole
I fell for it.
The whole ending of the show is absolutely
Trash.
atrocious. The fact that
they
changed everything.
But the last like 20 seconds of the show is great because it's the countdown until the new year.
Yeah,
it's the countdown until the 2000s.
And then like
that's 80s.
Yeah.
Sorry, not the 2000s. Completely
like,
opposite.
It's just so unfortunate. Like, how could you set up Hyde as being this like no nonsense, like whatever kind of guy, and then Jackie being a high maintenance, like cute girl, and then have them be together and like be super super cute with one another, and like have him bring out like this emotional side in him. And then like
stop.
And then have him go marry some random girl, right? And then she ends up with a freaking fez. Like what was that?
That was so
it genuinely makes no sense. And then for Eric the Eric and Donna trope is just so funny too, because like Donna, have you seen that like a meme
hippie girl
of, like,
and skinny white dude again?
No, but like not even just hippie girl, but like Donna being like much more masculine and just like being so much more of like a dominant force between the two of them. It's just so good.
Do you remember that one scene where he like reads her journal and then he like they do that montage where he's like a rock and roll guy and he comes with like no pants on?
No, it's just that 70s show. When they took that off Netflix, it was like the beginning of the end for me. It was literally the beginning of the end because I love that 70s show.
I wrote what other ones are my favorite on here? You wrote Parks and Rec. I never watched Parks.
That's actually atrocious.
Which
That's one of my
which
favorites.
one is the Chris Pratt character?
April and Andy. That's the whole thing.
That's the one.
That's like Jack and Hyde, where they're opposites, but they're
I
attracted.
hate Chris Pratt, so.
Well, his character is
Mario,
like
it's me, Mario.
That makes no sense, but I love Aubrey Plaza. She's like literally my wife.
Really random. Sorry, no,
I
I
was
had
so
to mention.
scared what you were gonna say.
No.
After I mentioned her, my wife.
No. Back to Chris Pratt and back to bad casting for animated movies. We both posted this. Why is Jason Momoa in the Minecraft movie? Why are they making a Minecraft movie? Why are they making a Minecraft movie? Is it gonna be animated like Minecraft?
No, it makes actually no sense.
Is it gonna be a story about the Minecraft world? Is it an animated Minecraft movie?
Because the Minecrafters right now are already, or like Minecrafters, at least when I was watching, we're like already making really good animated like Minecraft videos. So why are we needing?
But I'm
also,
saying,
it's
is
like
it?
it's like Roblox right
I'm
now.
saying,
Who
are
cares
they
about
just
Minecraft?
gonna play Minecraft and record it? Like, is that what they're doing? They're just playing it and
gameplay?
recording it, or is it real life people playing Minecraft, in Minecraft?
It makes no sense because one,
I'm
have
confused.
we seen a video game like a real? I don't even
Sonic?
know. That's not. Oh well, that's different because at least it's like an individual character.
No,
Steve
I know what you mean.
Like
Is
a
it?
Steve?
He's like, is he playing Steve?
I don't know.
What? That's
I want
Jason
him to be a
Momoa's
creeper.
giant.
I want him to be a creeper.
I just don't understand what
okay,
they're gonna
that
do
would be
with the
hella
movie.
funny if they put like freaking this big ass like Jason Momoa in Minecraft. That
I'm just
would be
confused
funny.
on if they're gonna record the game being played or if the story is about Minecraft. Whatever.
They should have just shut their mouths on the whole thing until they had like enough information to kind of like ease everyone's questions.
Yeah. Okay, another one I skipped before, Jane the Virgin.
I watched like the beginning of it and then I didn't finish it.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
I remember
You would love.
Petra was just like annoying. Oh, I just don't
Petra
like.
gets better.
What's her name? Who's the actress?
Jane?
Who plays her?
Gina Rodriguez.
Isn't she like problematic? I always
Yeah.
thought she looked like a corgi, like a dog.
No, but this couple again, it's like
Raphael?
well, it's
Who?
the
I don't remember.
Raphael and Jane.
Okay, yeah.
It's Justin Baldoni, and he's sexy, and I love
and he's
him.
cool. He's like
But
a girl dad, right?
He's like yes, he is. He's literally a girl boss man.
Yeah.
And he's awesome. But Jane the Virgin's like what is it? A telenovela, but
yeah, it's cool.
modern, and I think the way that they combine all these really, really cliche, stereotypical storylines and made it like unique and funny and also cute and whatever. But I just like them together. There's no other words.
Didn't
You need
really
to watch it.
I watched like the beginning of it and then I didn't. Did you
Drama.
ever watch Teen Wolf?
No,
That's
sadly.
actually
There's a movie
such
coming
a
out.
crime. Yeah, I know, but
I'm-
Dylan O'Brien's not even gonna be in it, so it's like, what's the
I
point?
realized this while writing or going through my TV list that I didn't watch any of like the
teen-
iconic teen shows.
That's
Teen Wolf.
actually-
I watched Vampire Diaries like later in
didn't watch
life.
Teen Vampire Diaries.
What are the other ones? Like I watched the OC before I came here, so I didn't watch it as a
Yeah.
child. Like I don't remember watching Wizards of Waverly Place until I was
Did you
watching
watch
it.
Glee?
No.
That's
Like I
I'm
haven't
watching
watched.
Glee,
I
which
didn't
is
watch
surprising.
Degrassi. I didn't
I
watch
haven't
Glee.
watched
Like
Degrassi.
I looked up popular teen shows, and I was trying like to.
I've watched a lot
pick
of like
the
a
couples out?
handful of them.
I just haven't watched. I don't know if it didn't appeal to me.
I think it's because for me, a lot of the times they end up being super corny, and I have to have.
I did watch True Jackson movie though.
The whole thing is that like a lot of them end up being super corny, and I don't like it. But you have to have a really solid, good characters, and then even better if there's really good couples.
Mm-hmm.
At least for me, pining like pre my relationship, like I wanted something to like hold on to, and like you have to just watch Teen Wolf because Stiles Stilinski is. Oh my god.
Still in a fright.
No, Stiles Stilinski and Lydia.
Yeah.
They're just the cutest couple. You need to watch it. It's on Amazon. It's like my favorite show. And then Scott and Kira. Scott is Tyler Posey's character, and then Kira is this. I don't remember her name, but she was not paid enough, and that's why she left. So good for her. But
Period.
their like couple was so underrated, and I love them. And just like
Well, last point before we have to
Yeah.
end the episode: are you Team Stefan or Damon?
I didn't watch Vampire
Are
Diaries.
you serious?
You literally can't say this when you haven't even seen Glee, being the music whatever. Like I'm watching.
Well,
Glee
for my
right now.
Vampire Diaries babes out there, I'm Team Damon. I do hate Elena.
Wait, did you ever watch Friends?
No. See, I didn't even watch it either.
I haven't watched it either. So I was gonna say, like, isn't there like a whole debate
Team
with that?
anti-Friends.
Yeah, because I will never watch it and I don't care for it. Sorry.
That was our episode about our favorite or most iconic film and TV couples. Thank you all for tuning in. This episode will be uploaded to
On-
Spotify if you want to listen to it again. Or
And
if you're tuning in late.
YouTube, if you missed the stream, it will be immediately uploaded to the Chapman Radio YouTube, but you can also check us out on Girls on Film
I'll
Instagram,
upload it later today.
YouTube, Spotify.
Yada, yada, yada.
But
You know
have
the
a
deal.
good week. We only have a couple more episodes left of the season, which
Like
is
4,
insane.
maybe 3 because exam week. Who knows? Okay,
Yeah.
guys, thanks for listening. We'll talk to you
Yes,
later.
bye.
Wrap it in plastic, throw it down the stairs.